Awaiting instructions. Got it. Task completed.
Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Ready. Arrived at destination. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Arrived at destination. On the scene.
Task completed. Will do. Task completed.
On the move.
Listening. Will do. Ready. Got it. Awaiting returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
On the scene.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Task completed. Task completed. On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Oh,
Listening. Will do. Ready. Returning to base.
awaiting instruct. Got it.
List.
Ready. Understood. Ready. Crew. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base. Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move. On the move. On the scene. Awaiting instruction. Got it. List. Unable to comply. Understood.
Listen. Got it.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
On the scene. Will do.
Wind direction change. South.
Listening. Destination awaiting vehicle on the move. On the scene. Listening. Recalling. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. Taking damage. On the scene. Understood. Awaiting instruction. Returning to base. On the move. Arrived at destination. Will do. Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Understood. Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do. Arrived at destination.
On the move.
Awaiting instruction. Moving out. On the scene. Ready. Destination confirmed. Listening. Will do. On the scene. Task completed. Understood. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Await.
Listening. Awaiting instructions. Listening. Will do. Ready. Moving out. Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions. Got it. On the scene. Task completed. Listening. Understood. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
On the move. On the scene.
Heading to operational area.
Listening. Returning to base.
On the...
Awaiting and understood.
Listening. Got it. Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
On the move. Will do.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. On the scene. Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. On the scene.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination.
Re-
Ready. Understood.
Ready. Will do.
On the...
Listening. Unable to comply. Will do.
Oh,
Awaiting instruction. Understood. Awaiting recalling crew. Task completed. Arrived at destination. Task completed. Task completed.
ready.
Task completed. Task completed.
Transporting patient.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Transporting patient. On the scene.
Task completed. Awaiting instructions.
Arrived at destination.
Returning to base. Ready.
Listening.
Awaiting instructions.
On the move.
Listening. Understood. Task completed.
Listening. Got it.
Awaiting instruction. Understood. Listening. Returning to base.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Listening. Got it. Ready. Returning to base. Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Taking damage. Heading to operational area. Listening. Understood. Taking damage. Arrived at awaiting Will do. Ready. Got it. On listening. Understood. Task completed. Awaiting. Will do. Ready. Got it. Listening. Understood. Awaiting. Will do.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Listen. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
Heading to the operational area.
On the move.
Ready. Understood. Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting will do. Arrive. Listen.
Listening. Will do.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Task completed. On the scene.
Awaiting Got it.
Awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting and returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. On the move.
Listening. Got it. Under fire.
On the scene. Under fire.
Listening. Will do.
Ready. Understood. Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Under fire. Under fire. Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
New orders received.
Listening.
Understood. Will do. Awaiting. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. Awaiting understood. Listening. Crew, return. Task completed. Ready. Will do. Arrived at destination. Arrived on the move. Awaiting.
Listening. Understood.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting understood. On the move. Task completed. Ready. Listening. Got it. Listen.
Listening. Will do.
Awaiting instructions. Crew, return. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Task completed. Listening. Understood. Awaiting instructions. Got it. Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Ready. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. Ready. Returning to base.
Arrived at... Oh,
Ready. Will do. Listening. Returning to base.
on the move. Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. On the scene.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Task completed.
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Will do.
Listening. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Listen. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting instructions.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Task completed.
Heading to
An
operation.
emergency has been completed.
Taking damage. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. On the move. Listening. Will do. Taking damage. On the scene. On the move. Ready. Got it. On the...
Ready. Will do. Taking damage. Taking damage. On the move. On the scene.
Listening. Will do. Taking damage.
Task completed.
Ready. Task completed. Got it. Awaiting... Understood. On the scene. Task completed.
Waiting and... Got it.
Listening. Returning to base.
On the move.
Tap.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting it. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. On the move.
On the move. Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Task completed.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting will do.
Listening. Got it.
Task completed.
Ready. Will do.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Listening.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. Awaiting instructions. On the move. Arrived at...
Heading to the operational areas.
On the scene. List.
Ready. Will do.
Oh,
Awaiting instruct. Got it.
listening. Understood. Task completed.
Listening. Crew, returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area. Taking damage. On the move. Ready. Got it. Awaiting understood. Listening. Will do. Taking damage. Ready. Got it. Task completed. Awaiting understood. Listening. Will do. Task completed. Ready. Got it. Awaiting understood. Task completed. Task completed. Listening. Will do. Ready. Got it. Task completed.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Awaiting instructions. Moving out. Ready. Returning to base.
On the move.
Listening. Got it.
On the scene.
Heading to the operational area.
Waiting will do.
Awaiting. Returning to base. Arrived at
Ready. Got it.
Task completed.
On the move. On the move.
Task completed.
Listening. Understood.
On the scene.
Awaiting returning to base.
Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. On the move.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene.
Awaiting
instruction. Will do.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction.
Listening.
Task completed.
Understood. Ready. Crew returning to base.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Vehicle on the move.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting
New wind direction change. East.
Returning to base.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene. On the move. Listening. Got it. Entering the danger zone. Ready.
On.
Understood. On the scene.
On the move.
Task completed.
Entering the danger zone. Arrived at destination. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Entering the danger zone.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instruct. Will do. Listen.
Awaiting will do. Entering.
Awaiting instruct. Got it.
Listening. On my way. I'm injured. I'm injured.
Task completed. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Understood.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Ready. Returning to base. On the move.
Task completed.
Arrived at destination.
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Understood.
Ready. Returning to base.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Task completed. Awaiting will do. Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Understood. Entering danger zone. On the move. Will do.
Ready. Will do.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Task completed.
Ready.
Ready. Will do. On the move. On the move. Heading to the operational area. Awaiting instruction. Got it. On the scene. On the scene. Ready.
Listening. Will do.
On the scene.
On the move.
Listening.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the... Oh,
Awaiting will do.
Listening. Returning to base.
list.
Ready. Understood.
Task completed.
Awaiting returning to base.
On the move.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting returning to base.
Arrived at... Await...
Listening. Got it.
Listening. On the scene.
Awaiting understood.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task complete.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination. Listening.
Awaiting Got it.
Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Listening. Will do.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Listening. Crew, returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Understood. Listening. Got it.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Arrived at...
Wait. Returning to vehicle.
Listen.
Ready. Got it. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
On the move. Heading to operational area. On the scene. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Listening.
Ready. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Got it. I'm under attack. List.
Ready. Understood.
Heading to operational area. Tap on the move.
Ready. Will do.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
List.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
On the move. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Task completed.
On the move.
Awaiting instructions. Will do.
Listening. Got it.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Listen.
Ready. Understood.
Ready. Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Returning to base. Listening.
Task.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. On the move. Arrived. Ready. Got it. On the scene. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Heading to operational area. Taking damage. Arrived at... Understood. Task completed. Task completed. Ready. Got it. On the scene. Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area.
On the move.
Heading to operational area. On the move. On the... Oh,
Listening. Will do.
listen. Understood. Await.
Listening. Understood.
Arrived at destination.
Task completed.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed.
Awaiting and returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
New orders received.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move. Awaiting and got it.
On the move.
On the scene.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. On the scene.
Await.
Ready. Will do. Ready. Listen.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Task completed.
Oh,
Listening. Understood.
Task completed. Arrived at destination.
ready. Transporting patient.
Task completed.
Listening.
Task.
Transporting patient. On the scene. On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Arrived at destination.
Ready. Returning to base. Task completed.
Awaiting and got it. Ready. Crew returning to base. Listening.
Listening. Will do.
Listening. Understood. Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Listening.
New orders received.
Task.
Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene.
On the move.
Ready. Will do. Listening. Got it. On the scene.
Arrived at destination. On the scene.
Task completed. Listening. Understood.
Re
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
awaiting.
Listening. Understood. Taking damage.
Task completed.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task.
On the move.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting returning to base. Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move.
Heading to the operational area.
On the scene.
Heading to operational...
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
On the scene.
Ready.
Got it.
On the... List...
Listening. Taking damage.
Task complete. Awaiting instruction.
Will do. Awaiting instructions.
Task.
Got it.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Taking damage. Understood. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions. Crew return.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready.
New orders received.
Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
On the move.
Listening. Understood. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions. Will do. Heading to operational area.
Arrived at.
Ready.
Understood. Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base. Task completed. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base.
On the move.
Task completed. Task completed.
Listening. Understood.
Listening. Transporting patient. Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Ready. Got it.
On the move.
Listening. Understood.
Awaiting
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening.
Task completed.
Returning to vehicle.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Task
Awaiting returning to base.
Ready. Crew. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the
An
move.
emergency has been completed.
List.
Waiting. Understood. Listening. Will do.
On the move. Heading to the operational area. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Will do. Entering danger zone.
Re-
Listening. Got it.
An emergency has been completed. New orders received.
Returning to base. Awaiting it. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting in. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
On the move. On the move. Heading to operational.
Await.
Listening. Understood. Arrived at destination.
Heading to the operational area.
On the scene. Ready.
Ready. Got it. Awaiting it.
Listening. Will do. Listen.
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Ready. Crew, return. Returning to base.
Task.
Awaiting crew. Returning to base. Awaiting got it.
Task completed. Task completed.
Understood.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Awaiting. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. On the move.
Listening. Understood.
On the red.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
Taking damage. Taking damage. Listening. Understood.
Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Red.
Listening. Understood.
On the move.
Task completed.
Taking damage. Arrived at destination.
Task completed.
Awaiting. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Listening.
Ready. Got it. Taking damage. Taking damage.
Task completed. Listening. Returning to base.
Ready.
Task completed.
New orders received.
Task completed.
Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Ready. Ready.
On the move.
On the move.
On the move.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene.
Listening.
Will do.
Awa-
Awaiting instructions. On the scene. Got it.
Awaiting and got it.
Listening. Got it.
Wait.
Ready. Understood. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Listening. Transporting patient. Ready. Returning to base. Task completed. Heading to operational area.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Ready. Got it. Arrived at destination. Oh,
Listening. Understood.
on the scene.
Task completed.
List.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting instruct. Returning to base.
Task completed.
New orders received. Wind direction change, north.
Awaiting instructions.
Task completed. Task completed.
Returning to base.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
An emergency has been completed.
Arrive. Heading to the operational area. On. Listening. Got it. Awaiting instructions. Will do. On the scene.
Heading to operational area.
Rick.
Listening. Got it. Taking damage. On the scene. On the scene.
On the move. Task completed. On the scene. Task completed.
Ready. Will do. List.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed. Awaiting instruct. Understood.
Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting returning to base. Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area. Awaiting instruct. Will do. Arrived at
Awaiting will do. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
List.
Listening. Understood.
Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed.
Task completed.
Ready. Understood.
Task
Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting. Transporting patient. On.
ready. Will do.
Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to the operational area.
On the move. On the move. Under fire! Heading to
Awaiting instruction. Understood.
Oh,
Listening. Will do.
list.
Ready. Understood.
Ready. Got it.
On the move.
I'm under attack. Ready. Will do.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. Awaiting. Returning to base. I'm under attack. I'm under attack.
New orders received.
Ready.
Task completed. On the move. Listening. Recalling crew. Arrived at destination. Returning to base.
Listen.
Ready. Will do.
Using special skill. Using special skill.
An emergency has been completed.
Arrived at destination. Ready. On the scene. Destination confirmed. Listening. Crew, return. Heading to the operational area. Returning to base. Red, returning to base.
Task completed. Listening.
Listening. Understood.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening. Understood.
Task complete.
Awaiting. Returning to base.
On the move.
Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Taking damage. Heading to the operational. Listening. Using special skill. Awaiting I can't do that. Will do. On the...
An emergency has been completed.
Dropping off crew.
Got it.
Ready. Got it. Arrived at destination. Arrived at destination. Listening. Understood. Heading to operational area. Taking damage. Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting destination confirmed.
Task completed.
Arrived at... Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the scene.
Task ready. Understood. Will do. Heading to operational area. Will do. On the scene. Task completed.
Oh,
Listening. Understood.
ready. Got it.
Awaiting returning to base. Listening. Returning to base. Heading to operational area. Ready. Returning to base. On the scene.
Ready. Understood. Heading to operational area. On the move. On the scene. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Re-
Listening. Got it.
listening.
Awaiting instructions. Will do. Listening. Task completed. Task completed. Got it.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Task completed.
Ready. Transporting patient.
Task completed. Task completed.
On the move.
Task completed.
Listening. Transporting patient. Ready.
Listening. Understood.
Task completed.
Away.
Awaiting got it.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Task
List.
ready. Will do.
Task completed.
Listen. Returning to base. Ready. Transporting patient.
Task completed.
On the
Listening. Got it. Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Task completed.
listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Await. Returning to base. Ready.
Task completed.
Returning to base. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Awaiting instructions. Awaiting instructions. Arrive. Red.
Listening. Will do.
Lit.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Under fire. Under fire. Heading to operational area.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene.
On the move. On the scene.
Red.
Ready. Will do. Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling. Returning to base. Await. Crew. Returning to base.
Heading to the operational area. On the scene.
Ready. Got it.
New orders received.
Ready. Understood.
Listening. Will do. Task completed.
On the move. Using special skill. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Will do.
On the scene. On the scene.
Got it. Ready. Understood.
Task completed.
Task completed.
Task completed.
Awaiting instruction. Transporting arrested persons to the station.
Task completed. Task complete. Listening. Transporting patient.
Listening. Returning to base. Oh, red.
Awaiting instruct. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Awaiting crew, return. Returning to base.
Listening. Moving out. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Heading to the operational area.
On the move.
On the scene. Heading to operational area.
Oh,
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Task.
listen. Will do.
On the move.
Awaiting in. Will do.
Arrived at destination. Ready.
Ready. Understood.
Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
Ready. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Understood.
On the move. Arrived at.
Awaiting returning to base.
Oh,
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
task completed. Ready. Will do.
Task completed.
Awaiting Got it.
On the move.
Ready. Transporting patient.
On.
Listening. Understood. Awaiting returning to base.
Listening. Understood. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination. Ready. Got it. Ready. Transporting patient.
Ready. Got it.
Task completed. On this. Oh,
Awaiting instruct. Will do. Task completed.
ready. Transporting patient.
Task completed. Task completed.
Listening. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
Arrived at death. Oh,
Ready. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed.
awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.